out that Dr. Zakir Naik has been invited to Qatar.
Today, are people converting to Islam during the FIFA World Cup?
My guy has only gone there, flipping landed, and 4 people have accepted Islam, mate. Flaming Nora, mate. Brother asked a rude question. Indeed. And Dr. Zakir Naik has smashed it, mate.
This video right here has been circulating online where people claim that it shows these 4 people right here who went to Qatar for the FIFA World Cup. And after listening to the call of Allah, as they say, they converted to Islam.
We've heard stories of someone, saying that over a dozen people have accepted Islam so far since the Qatar World Cup kicked off. I want to share with you something quite amazing. It's in just a 1-minute video where you would see some group of guys taking the shahada. Well, this is quite amazing. I think we will need to see this ourselves.
Ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. I bear witness that
this video right here has been retweeted over 960 times on Twitter, and it was posted on November 20th with over 75,000 views as well. So this circulated even more on Facebook right here, where it's reached over 158,000 views with the caption that reads, 4 people accepted Islam after listening to a lecture by Zakir Naik in Qatar. And Zakir Naik, who's this controversial Indian televangelist, we will talk about him a bit more later. So it's even circulated on French social media platforms right here on Twitter. A few minutes ago, 4 people announced their conversion to Islam during Dr. Zakir Naik's first lectures at Qatar. So let's take a look at the video that was posted with these claims right here, where we do see this man right here, who is Dr. Zakir Naik. He's reciting in Arabic as his disciples repeat what he says. So it's this affirmation that has to be pronounced by an individual embracing the Muslim faith. So allegedly, these are 4 people at the FIFA World Cup in Qatar that have converted to the Muslim faith. Brian?
Well, can you tell us the origin of this video, Catalina?
So this video is actually from a conference from 2016. And by entering these 4 keywords right here onto this Google search, Qatar Islam Zakir Naik, before October 31st, 2022, this search yields these results right here. Notably, this first video right here titled "Does God Creator Exist?" by Dr. Zakir Naik, Doha, Qatar, where we could see a lot of the same elements as the video shared in the false claims. Then there's this other video right here on YouTube. This one titled 4 People Accepting Islam in Qatar by Dr. Zakir Naik. And we could indeed confirm this date from May 5th, 2016. And then in his Facebook post, you can find a publication by Dr. Zakir Naik himself, dated once again on May 25th, 2016, promoting this conversion event to Islam. So this video right here does indeed show these 4 people converting into Islam in Qatar, as detailed in the false claims, except this video is out of context. It's a video taken in 2016 and not during the current FIFA World Cup. Brian?
Debunked. Well, can you tell us a bit more about Dr. Zakir Naik, Catalina?
Indeed. So Dr. Zakir Naik is from India, and he is a controversial figure in Islam. He is the creator of the Islamic Research Foundation, and he's also the founder of this controversial TV channel right here called Peace TV, with over 200 million viewers. So this TV channel is banned in many countries, including India, Pakistan, the UK, and Canada, because of this content of this TV channel inciting hatred and terrorism. And he's controversial enough. He's notably known for having displayed his public support for Al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden, and he is indeed an Indian fugitive since 2016 for money laundering, an Indian fugitive right here. And there are many news reports that do claim that he is indeed in Qatar in the moment, expecting to give religious lectures throughout this World Cup in Qatar. So perhaps we'll have an update on these out-of-context videos from 2016.
If he's on the truth, if he's fighting the enemies of Islam, I'm for him. If he's terrorizing America, the terrorist, biggest terrorist, I'm with him. Every Muslim should be a terrorist.
Qatar government's invitation to radical Islamic preacher and fugitive Zakir Naik has angered India. Naik has been invited to give a series of religious sermons in Qatar during the 2022 FIFA World Cup. This man on your TV screens faces grave charges of inciting hate, and his involvement in several terror funding activities was found out by the Indian agencies. Naik is one of India's most wanted fugitives. In 2016, he fled from India after one of the blasts accused in the Dhaka cafe bombing told the Bangladeshi investigators that he was inspired by Zakir Naik's lectures on YouTube. Zakir Naik's controversial channel Peace TV was banned by many countries including Bangladesh, where he once advocated all Muslims to become terrorists like Osama bin Laden, supported destruction of religious places by the ISIS, and even death penalty for homosexuals. But that hasn't deterred Qatar to provide a platform to this hate monger. The country that was quick to ask India to explain its position over remarks made against the Prophet is today unabashedly giving a global stage to this hate preacher. Let's first make you hear some of his controversial remarks and why India wants Qatar to reject Naik.
But there are other scholars like Sheikh Salman Auda. He is, mashallah, one of the great scholars of this time. He says that if under normal circumstances it's haram, but if the situation demands, like in Palestine, every day they are being killed and thousands are being killed throughout the year, so it is rather that they have to fight in self-defense, and if they know that they use an attack in which the chances of dying are there, and if they really cause a damage to the opponent, as a last resort, with guidance from a scholar who has not that one individual person gets up in the night and says, okay fine, I'll go out. So with guidance of the Quran and Sunnah, as a last resort it can be used. So as a last resort it can be used, and I do agree with Sheikh Salman Auda. Hope that answers the question.
सिर्फ एक ही सईदी ने वो है इस्लाम, और अल्लाह ताला फरमाते हैं सूरह इमरान सूरह नंबर 3 आयत नंबर 85 में कि इस्लाम के अलावा कोई भी दिगर मज़हब अल्लाह सुब्हानहू व तआला कबूल नहीं करेंगे। तो दीन के मामले में हम जानते हैं इस्लाम ही सिर्फ सही दीन है, इसीलिए हम दूसरे दीन का प्रोपगेशन अलाउ नहीं करते। जहां तक कि दूसरा सवाल है कि हम चर्च बनाने देंगे या टेम्पल बनाने देंगे, जब दीन ही गलत है और चर्च में ईसा अलैहिस्सलाम को पूजना गलत है, बुत परस्ती गलत है, इसीलिए हम गलत चीज हमारे मुल्क में अलाउ नहीं करेंगे।
If he's on the truth, if he's fighting the enemies of Islam, I'm for him. If he's terrorizing America, the terrorist, biggest terrorist, I'm with him. Every Muslim should be a terrorist.
Suicide bombing is all right, justified. Every Muslim should be a terrorist. These are the preachings of this so-called religious preacher.